Well, think of NASA as a space agency, as an aviation agency. It's also a climate agency. Not only all the assets that we have up there in space that are measuring what is going on with our planet, and will increasingly do so over the next decade, but also because we are constantly trying to figure out how to reduce our carbon footprint here as terrestrial beings on the surface of planet Earth. So today is an announcement about aviation and climate and technology. And Pam has introduced that the fact that when you fly in any kind of aircraft, you are surrounded by NASA technology. We have made aviation more sustainable and dependable. It's in our DNA. Now, during the 70s and the 80s, NASA research resulted in a new type of wing, the upturned tips of wings called winglets. And those are on most commercial airliners today, increasing the distance that you can fly and saving billions of dollars of fuel. And today we're improving takeoff and landing, taxi technology to save fuel, cut delays, and to get you to your destination sooner and cheaper. And we did a multi-year project at the Charlotte airport. It's now in 20 airports around the country, so that when you pull back from the gate, you go continuously without that stop-start that burns so much fuel, and by the way, burns you up in impatience to finally get on your flight. And so smoothly down to the end of the taxiway and on and take off. We're working to develop new next generation aircraft and engines that would make commercial airliners as much as 30% more efficient. And we're investing in supersonic flight over land without a sonic boom. We're going to test fly that X-59 this year. And if we can accomplish that, people across the world are going to be able to fly over populated areas supersonic to get to their destinations faster. And we're leading the development of electric propulsion-powered aircraft. We're going to fly the X-57 this year. Quieter, more efficient, and environmentally friendly than today's commuter planes. And so NASA is at the cutting edge of technology when it comes to flight. That's part of our charter. That leads us now why we are gathered here today, to announce the next big development in NASA aeronautics and the commercial aviation industry. NASA has selected Boeing as our partner in designing, building, and flying a brand new large-scale experimental airplane called the Sustainable Flight Demonstrator. And Boeing's concept is a transonic, truss-braced wing, single-aisle aircraft, which is scheduled to fly in 2028. This aircraft, which will serve approximately 50% of the commercial market, which is short to medium haul, single aisle aircraft. But we're going to reduce as much as 30% the fuel consumption with better engines. And look at this wing, longer and thinner. And it's so long and thin, it has to have a brace. but you can actually get lift on this brace as well as the wing, the old concept of the old biplanes. That is a revolutionary design, and this is going to be flying in 2028. It's our plan to demonstrate this extra long, thin wing stabilized by the braces that will make commercial airliners much more fuel efficient by creating less drag. And in addition to the design, the Sustainable Flight Demonstrator will integrate multiple other related green technologies. This configuration will save fuel, and as we know, saving fuel is not only good for the planet, it means less expensive tickets for passengers. Flying in the U.S., you're likely to board a single-aisle aircraft like the size, think of a 737. They are the workhorses of most of the fleets. They remain the most in-demand design and are critical to retaining American competitiveness in manufacturing. And Boeing estimates that the demand for the single-aisle aircraft will increase by 40,000 planes between 2035 and 2050. And despite advancements, these single-aisle aircraft are also responsible for about half of the emissions today in the commercial aviation sector. And that's exactly why NASA chose Boeing for this project. Boeing's proposed design could make a significant contribution toward our goal of improving fuel efficiency, as I said, by as much as 30%. And we and they have a plan to make that a reality. In just a few years, this project aims to revolutionize the kind of aircraft that the public uses most frequently when they take to the skies. And it's going to be able to help meet President Biden's goal to achieve net zero aviation emissions by 2050. So congratulations to the team at NASA. Congratulations to Boeing on this very exciting new project.